What's up, peeps? Nick Battle, a.k.a. Nino's Corner, man. First off, if you like this content that's coming to you, hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel. Go like, go comment on all my videos. And also, if you're listening to this in the podcast, go give me a 5-star comment, a like, a review. Helps out a lot. But today, guys, we're going to talk about a recent transfer that came from the transfer portal from New Mexico State, Devin Richardson. He's from Klein High School out of Texas, actually committed to New Mexico State. He was a freshman All-American in 2019. He opted out of the 2020 season due to COVID, and he put himself in a transfer portal after this year, and he is just committed to Texas today. What does this tell you about the outside linebacker position, which would probably be the position that he is playing? He's a guy around 6'2", 235 pounds or so, 69 tackles his freshman year, 2 sacks, 3 forced fumbles. So yeah, freshman All-American. This is a guy that has played a lot of ball in his first year as a collegiate athlete. So what does this tell you here about Texas and what they think about the linebacker position? It looks like Steve Sarkisian wants to put as many bodies as he can at that outside linebacker position. We saw that he went out and got Ray Thornton out of LSU. We saw that he's gotten Ovie Oghoufo out of Notre Dame. He should be coming here in the fall. We saw that Ben Davis is more than likely expected to come here. But what do those three guys have in common that Mr. Devin Richardson doesn't have? These guys never really started on a full basis, right? So you have Ray Thornton, who was a situational guy. He came and he was a backup, but he does have that championship, just experience and pedigree, but he never was a starter. Ben Davis never was a starter. Ovie Oghoufo was a backup, second, maybe third string when he was at Notre Dame. But when you got Devin Richardson, you have a guy who was a true starter his whole season. Even if it's at New Mexico State, he has game reps, so he has some experience. He has some timing. So he knows the actual college speed. Like I said, he was a freshman All-American, something that these other three aren't. So what does this tell us about what Tom Herman, what Coach K, what Jeff Choate thinks about the outside linebacker position? We need bodies, and I don't think that they know or feel comfortable going into the fall camp with the three guys that I already mentioned, plus a Prince Dorbah to compete for that outside linebacker position. A guy like Richardson comes in, he provides maybe depth, he actually pushes some guys, maybe he ends up being a starter, but it's telling us, just like Coach Sark said earlier in one of his press conferences this year, that they need more linebackers. And if it's not just the guys that are going to start, they need them for special teams purposes also. He said he likes to have a lot of wide receivers, a lot of linebackers, a lot of cornerbacks, because those guys are the ones that are going to be the depth on special teams and do their thing there and make a name for themselves there, as well as play in the games. But Devin Richardson coming in, he's a Texas kid, goes out of state. I think he had offers, from Utah also. But he goes to New Mexico State, like I said, shines, becomes a freshman All-American, starts at the middle linebacker and outside linebacker. He's very versatile there, very quick twitch kid. But he was a freshman All-American, like I told you guys before, and he has in-game experience. So this is telling us, guys, that Coach K, Coach Jeff Choate, Coach Sarkisian, they want to throw as many bodies as possible. And I don't think we should press the panic button here and say that we just don't have the necessary people and personnel to come in and do their thing here at Texas. But we need to have more bodies there at that position to see what sticks. We're not blessed to have a Joseph Ossai coming out of that tunnel this year, guys. We're just not. Joseph Ossai is probably going to be a first round, maybe second round draft pick. It's going to be a high draft pick here in the draft next week. And he's not coming through this tunnel now. So we don't have that caliber player to actually rush the quarterback. Maybe Richardson can do that for us, if he's starting or if he's bringing depth. But we got to see what's going to happen. But I like the pickup. I like getting guys that have experience at the D1 level and who have actually played against some decent teams. I think he played against Washington State. And basically, like Utah State and teams that nature. But, yeah, you need guys to get some depth in there, man. So Devin Richardson, he's a Longhorn now. Like I said, he's from Klein. Hook him. Welcome aboard, Devin. Look forward to seeing what he's going to do here in the fall, whether he starts or whether he's depth. But we need to throw some bodies at that position. It looks like Coach K and Jeff Choate got somebody that they can put at that position who has experience, who has played, who has been a decorated person as a freshman, being that freshman, being that freshman All-American. And we'll see what he can do here in the fall. But on that note, guys, like I always tell you guys, man, do you. Don't be afraid to fail. Outgrow your environment. Understand your brilliance, man. And Nino's Corner, I am out. Salute to you guys, man. Love you guys. Peace.